Greetings, fellow craftsmen. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Dwarf Fortress. Episode 6, Expanding Our Fledgling Industries. Okay, we only need, I think, technically 5 more beds, and then we're done with all the bedrooms. So we have some people doubling up. Once we circle back and work on professions, I can also restrict like our carpenters from doing carpentry and our craft dwarfs from doing craft dwarfs, so that we can drive up quality. The quality of our like doors, tables, thrones, mugs, and jugs I haven't really cared about, but once we start making things that matter, I'll make sure that only the people that have those related skills work on it. We almost have everyone in a bedroom now. And mood's holding. I mean, you know, one person being a little unhappy is not end of the world level. Just a little fussy. How sus is the vampire doing? He's meditating on revenge. He's meditating on a god of, to be fair. He was I forget which god it is, but it's a god of revenge. So I know you're wondering about it being sus. That's not suspicious. Caught you at a bad time. Alright. We have a bunch of stone crafters, but that's only because I've been having everybody smooth the floors. I haven't been specific about who does it because it doesn't really matter. So everyone but the children have bedrooms now. Sorry, kids. You're last. Because I don't care about them at all. I'm really bad at remembering the hotkeys, if you were wondering. Like I don't have them memorized, and I make no attempt at memorizing. So I could be like, BPR is a door, but like, yeah, my brain's never gonna be like, BPR, BPR. I don't play enough Dwarf Fortress to have that crap memorized. So most people have, why does Stodier... Okay, so Scorpio has a great bedroom and everyone else has like okay ones. Some of them are meager. Who's got meager ones? Liara has a meager bedroom? That doesn't sound right. She was one of the first ones. This is meager? It's like the same quality as all the others. I don't know. Poor quality bed? Yeah, probably. We can always put furniture in it later. Or move her into a different bedroom. Alright. The bedrooms are done, at least for now. I have one that is completely unassigned. Liara, you want to move? Where did she go? This one is the unassigned. Oh, she got assigned 2. Yeah, right. Oh, the other one was meager too. Well, I guess you're just screwed. Does mean, I technically at the moment don't need this dorm, but we're going to get another immigration wave, likely, so I don't necessarily need to do that. Hey! Volkar, or Vukar, created a masterwork willow bed. Was that right? Oh, no, you're a woodworker. You are a talented carpenter. Let's go ahead and set that up as a work detail. Check for good beds in the dorm room to swap out. It's a level of micromanagement I don't care to commit to. So, carpenter. Only Vukar does it. Given that we have a designated carpenter now, a raffle for Vukar is up. We have our designated carpenter. And they're going to be allowed to do other work, but only Vukar will do the carpentry. God, look how clean everything is. My goodness. All right, dining room. That's the next thing to get smooth. And it wouldn't be bad to have, like, doors on it, I guess. As just, like, for beauty. So there is an amazing willow bed. And, yeah, it's going to Scorpio. Leader's like, dips! So here it is. It's worth 50. I mean, it's not amazingly better, but there you go. So, EB Happyman. Does he have any other requirements? No. He's got a great bedroom. Cool. How's our temple look? It's getting detailed. It hasn't hit the 10K mark, nor do I think it will. But it's about 2,300 with like a quarter of it carved up. But this is mostly practice for our floor detailer, who also probably should be raffled because he's getting specialized. Basically, those with special skills, who I suspect will stick around, should have those skills celebrated with a designation. So a double raffle, if you will, yeah. Alright, next priority is make the dining room nicer and build more craft rooms. So the dining room's getting smoothed out just so it's a little less hideous. It doesn't have its own... the quality of the dining room, I don't think matters. It's not one that matter is driven like the other rooms. What really matters for the dining room is that you've got seating, and I guess I'll add a little bit more capacity to it while I'm staring at it. There. Capacity's gone from 8 to 12, which not everyone's going to eat and drink at the same time, so that's fine. I'm going to move the pasture that we've got to include the area around our entryway. There. And then, while I'm thinking of it, I'm going to just collect some wild plants. I don't know what's available out there in late winter, but I'll gather what I can. I think I'm out of brewables. No, I see prickleberries, so I know that's not true. I might have been out of pots. That's more likely. We've been eating a lot of ratweed and prickleberry. We have a lot of seeds for that. Is that allowed in my seed stockpile? Yeah, because my seed stockpile is all seeds of all types. Because we could also do a surface farm for like prickleberries and ratweed and all the other things we brew. But given that we have like 370 drinks, I'm not about to expand brewing at the moment because it's not like we're going to starve. For a moment, I thought it said crap skeleton. I was like, man, that's mean. Way to dunk on the dead. I'm going to add another fishing zone here for food. Well, fishing too, because it seems like there's a lot of carp in there. Oh, right. Wishbringer, you are going to be our woodworker. Wishbringer, the woodworker. And then the other one that I wanted to designate was the carver. You are going to be Kilgore. Kilgore the carver. Very alliterative, those two choices. Alright, that's looking nice and smooth. Taking a broad stroke look at the population, your thoughts really haven't been gone up. A lot of your complaints I've like, I don't know the time tags for these, but a lot of your complaints have been remedied. So let's go and focus on crafting then, shall we? Alright, one really easy one to do is jewelry and gems. So this will be a jewel and gem area. Easy in that it doesn't have like a lot of special requirements. So let's take a look. We'll need a jeweler. We have a mechanic, we have a stoneworker, we have carpenter. Bowyer, I'm not going to really do. Siege, screw press, metal smash. Okay. For farming, we do not yet have the butcher and the fishery. And I wanted to put those elsewhere. So I'm going to connect them over here. And do butchery and fish up there. Instead of, because it, you know, they're leathering and meat related, so they'll be separated out. There we go. Let's just mine up to this point. So the current priority is build butchery, fishing, craft, and jeweler. And then after we do those, I'll work on metalworking, which isn't going to be a 7x7. It's a little bit more involved. How goes the Dwarf Fortress? Goes pretty good, man. Thanks for tuning in after the raid. Swinging back around. And Declan, thank you for the resub. And Tal, too. Hey, Tal, you're not a baker in this series, but, I could make you the baker. Uh-oh, someone got, no, that's the same person that's upset. More people are getting happy, which is good. temple. What's this valued at now? The same. It's getting carved up though. It's getting pretty. Alright, on the other side, maybe I'll do a tailor. Or actually, this should be the... I'm going to make this the tailor. And it will connect to the hunting. And then this can be the jeweler over here. Oops. Need more beer and ale. You know, 400 isn't enough for a population of 19. Could be doomsday tomorrow and we'd be good. How's our farm looking too? Yeah, our farm is full of plump helmets. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. For the fishery and the butchery, I'm only going to put one workshop. If I'm not mistaken, it's not one that can be strange mood. You want doubles of anything that can be strange mood, but you don't get a strange mood to cook or butcher animals. You get a strange mood to craft things. So any workplace that can have strange moods makes sense to have at least 2 of, so you don't get some sort of bottleneck. But we're not going to get bottlenecked on these ever. Another thing that we need to consider is where our mining will be. So I think having the staircase that goes down to actual mines makes sense to be off of the main hallway here. So I'll dig out a tunnel here, putting in a airlock bridges, and then have the mining staircase start here maybe, so it can link to the general overflow stockpile. Hey, puppy. Agile puppy. Alright, stockpile. So around the fishery, we will put custom, food, unprepared fish, all. And regular fish already go here, right? Yeah. So unprepared fish there, and then around this one, it's what? Corpses? Because, I mean, for butchery, it's butchering an animal. We don't really have hunting yet, though, so it doesn't really matter, but this would be, like hunted corpses? But we have them in hunting, so I'm going to leave it as none for now. If you're wondering about what there is to hunt, you can go to pets and, not pets and livestock, other. So there are mountain goats in the area that we could hunt at some point. So, knowing that, maybe I'll put in the mountain goat corpses. Just because it's theoretically possible we'll have them, but I don't have a designated hunter yet. Because I haven't needed food. We have hundreds of meals. So, Zach can wait. And here's our preparer raw fish. Steelhead trout. Which then we can cook. Which I'm pretty sure English is making... Yeah, English is making meals out of... No, actually, she's making leaf meals. Pear biscuits and lettuce and spinach wraps. Stuff like that. Let's see. This is the prepared meals we have. So we've got long yam, lettuce, mussels, spinach, lettuce. You guys eat like elves a bit. Garden cress, pear, bug bat, tripe. But I bought the bug bat tripe. But yeah, they're cooking. So here's some like unprepped raw mussel to be shucked. Okay, cool. My miners, what do you... Alright. Liara, guess what? You're a legendary miner now, so you're only mine. I'm not hunting, what do I expect? Well, I am fishing. So we do have salmon and trout from the waterways. So there... That was... char. And... shad. I thought there was more than that. Yeah. Oh, she is mining. Just not where I was looking. So I thought she was lazy. Oh, I unforbid hunting corpses, so all corpses would be fine to put in. I only have 2 types of corpses that are allowed in the zone, even though it's like looks like all. So I think it should be fine. I'll adjust if needed. All right, here we go. Workshop, jeweler. 1, 2. And we do have his designated jeweler, so I'm going to create a new work detail. Call it jeweler. And this is going to be for gem cutting and setting only. And we do have a jeweler, so because we have a jeweler, I might as well do another giveaway. For our designated jeweler, which is going to be Deggle, or whatever Deggle's name is going to be. So only Deggle will jewel. They're both talented in cutting and setting. Tobal, I'm not going to have be a jeweler. So good luck on that raffle. Raffle timer. Up. Yes. All right. The stockpile for the jeweler will be gems that are cut gems, because this is finished goods. And then below, oops, god, I do that way often. Below we'll have the rough gems. So rough gems down here. Cut gems up here. And cut gems should also not be cut stone. Or honestly glass, just cut gems. I'll eventually queue a work order for that. The thing is, you can very quickly, with talented gem cutters, end up, like, massively driving up your value if you cut all your gems constantly. So I'm going to hold off on that for when I have, you know, because I don't want to generate a whole bunch of wealth that I can't protect. Essentially, in the game, the higher your wealth is, the more likely you are to attract things that want to take your wealth, being, you know, goblins and other monsters and like. So being poor has its advantages, in other words. All right, other workshop. What are we missing here? I'm gonna do cloth and leather. So we'll do a loom. And yeah, I'll do 2 looms, even though I don't think they're necessary. It's not like I have a lack of space. And we can do the other textile-related industries around here as well. Clustering them together. A dog is fighting a animal. And it killed it. Well, that's something to butcher, I guess. Taking a look at our animals again, because, you know, you don't really know what's out here until you look. All the goats are gone, and now it's wolverines and ravens. Because there was a Cody there that got killed by one of our dogs. Typical stuff. We are almost half done engraving this. It hasn't really been reassessed for its value. I'm sure it's higher than that now. Unless he's been engraving, like, obscenities. Non-zero chance of that. I'm hoping it is not the case. Alright, back to the crafting area. Still excavating. Got it. So a loom, oh yeah, they're already weaving the pigtail cloth because it's one of these standing orders. So here in the standing order, automatically weave all thread. So whenever we have harvested pigtail, we just start weaving it into threads. That's happening automatically. And to that end, down here, we should have loom stockpile, which, oh my god, what would that be? Is that even a plant at that point? Well, we're one second. Regardless, we've got Big Brody coming in as our jeweler. Pig iron, pig tripe, pig leather, pigtail sheet. I don't know what the raw pigtails are even classified as. It's a plant. Okay, so plants. It's a plant, but not a food. But it's still in the food. My brain hurts a little bit. Okay, whatever. That's done. And then the actual cloths should be The fabrics should be, oops, stored up here. That's a bit special. Yeah, that's why, like, I just can't memorize this stuff, because there's so many, like, it's odd. So we have the loom stockpile, which is like the raw ingredients, and then the created ingredients is up here. This will be all cloths, I think, and threads. Cool. Now that that's done, in the general stockpile, I'm going to remove that. So cloths, none, because we have a place for it. And, yeah. Yeah, if you have thousands of hours of Dwarf Fortress under your belt, I get that you'd have it memorized. Kind of the way I have, like, everything in RimWorld memorized. I only have, like, barely 100 hours under my belt, which is why I don't have everything memorized. Hey! Speaking of an expert of Dwarf Fortress, Blind, thank you for the raid. And welcome. I've referenced your content quite a bit for Dwarf Fortress for obvious reasons, because you probably have more hours in this than most. Were you? And yes, you were playing today. Well, thank you for the raid and welcome. Here's my newbie fortress, where I'm sure you and your viewers will deeply cringe because I only have like 150 hours in Dwarf Fortress. My related skills is I have thousands upon thousands of hours in RimWorld, but Dwarf Fortress is not my forte. Regardless, here I am, doing my best. For those raiding in, we're only first spring, so it's been 1 year since start, because we're in early spring of year 101, so I'll give you the little tour, and this will also be a good summary of what we've done so far. So here in the world, we belong to the Relic of Crest civilization, which settled in the southeast, and we're right here in this yellow square, nested kind of in the middle of their civilization. Nothing special about that. The tile that we have is wild and neutral, so it's not calm, it's not terrifying, none of that, just pretty normal. Our map tile does have clay and soil, but only in a tiny fraction of it. So if we zoom all the way out here, whoops, as you can see, it's only this forested northwestern corner which has the soil and clay. So we were sort of forced to settle up there. So here we are with our little nondescript cinnabar-laden ramp that goes down into a trade quarter. To the south of the trade quarter, we have a temple that is crudely getting etched around. And then that leads, and a few bridges so that we can lock the entryways. That leads down to a dorm, which is unused because everyone has a bedroom, and some basic crafting rooms. So for stone, crafts, carpentry, mechanics, jewelry, loom. We are just setting up the loom now. A basic dining room with a still and a kitchen and some foods, and then a butchery and a fishery. And then a stairwell up to our farm, which is growing plump helmets and pigtails, but it's out of season. So, pretty straightforward. Then below the crafting, we've got stockpiles related to the crafts. So the stonework and the woodwork for the related stockpiles above. And then below that is a general stockpile of blah, which is flux stone and coal and clay for the most part. And metal, because I haven't even done metallurgy yet. And then one floor below that is our bedrooms. So our leader office, our leader bedroom, and then individual bedrooms for people. We did no, okay, never mind. No migrants. So that means yet another season we're not even gonna have strange moods, because strange moods happen at pop 20. We're pop 19, so we're just almost at strange mood territory, but not quite there. Got it. And yeah, that's about the long and short of it. It's not much to tour, because we haven't even gone cavern going. We're planning on it, but we're not there yet. And you're coming right at the buzzer too, because I'm set to only stream in another few minutes. But I will try, at the very least, to get some of the new crafting area done before then. So we are just setting up looms and the other workshops that are in the clothing and leather subsection. So we'll do leather here, and then clothing there and there. I'm not going to worry about dyes just yet, because dyes is something that you would want when you had, like, multiple militaries, or you have, like, armor and bow. You know, some sort of visual depiction that they should be separated out, but that's not what we got yet. Because we're so early on, I don't think anyone has worn out socks, so I don't really need to worry about clothing at the moment, but I'm sure that will change soon. And for strange mood purposes, I'm like doubling up on everything. Even the things like leather, which wouldn't necessarily need doubling up on. I probably... One thing I should queue up once I have the clothing shop set up is I don't have bags. That's one of the only standing orders of things that I did not queue up a work order for. So we've got work orders for beds, doors, thrones, tables, bins, wheelbarrows, mechanisms, pots, mugs, meals, drinks, but not bags. And I'll once that's built, I can do the bags. Because I think we're having some like seed bag problems from a lack of bags. And I guess I forgot to buy bags from the first caravan. For whatever reason, I just didn't. Come on. Why'd you suspend? I did no such thing. So cloth, bags, we will set up a standing order for. Or a work order, rather. Make cloth bags out of pigtail. Make one. Do until we have at least 10 empty, but only when we have more than 10 pigtail cloth. And pigtail cloth is not being satisfied, but that's because we just need to spin it. Wait, it says until I have at least 10, but I'm pretty sure we have more than 10 pigtail cloth. Oh, I have exactly 10. I see. What about regular pigtails? I thought we had a lot of those. Unless we have 4 more pigtail yet to be spun. So maybe what we'll do is change that work order to be like at least 5. So we have a little bit more wiggle room to start making extra bags. Because some of the cloth, you know, you're going to want a strategic stockpile of cloth and thread for once you get into combat for medicine, because you need that stuff for a hospital. But we're so early in the game, I don't think I'm going to require medical supplies just yet. So there is our first pigtail bag being made. Which reminds me, next time the caravan comes by, I definitely should be stockpiling up other fabrics. Which means probably cutting some gems at some point, so that we have the capital to purchase what we want. But we're looking good so far. Now, the one thing I didn't get to, which I probably won't this stream, is metallurgy. But what I can do is I can lay out roughly the area for it, which I was going to do at the end of this hallway. So I was going to have this hallway branch down to other crafting areas, and then have this here be our like smelting area. So I'm going to lay this out, even if it isn't going to get created into completion. So let's do 7 by 13, 7 by 13, and then at the back here, I'm going to have space for the crafting areas. And what this looks like here is one of these spots will be like unrefined ores, you know, hematite, limonite, you know, the stuff that needs to be smelted down. And then the other side will be a mix of fuel and flux stone. And then behind here, we'll do fuel and bars. So that the industries have all the materials needed for metalworking available to it in its own surface stockpiles. And the reason I don't have these sub stockpiles for this is a personal one for my brain. Because if we run low on like stone, oh no, stone, right? The reason I have this all on the same Z level is so that I can, at a very quick glance, visualize, do I have enough fuel? Do I have enough unrefined ore? Do I have enough bars? Do I have enough fuel? Unrefined and refined fuel. So that I can get just at a glimpse, I can see, is metalworking going okay? Because it's, of all of the industries, once you start having to fight stuff, blacksmithing and weaponsmithing becomes, increasingly important. So that's why this is here. In fact, it's important enough that I will hotkey it. I'll call it the Forge. F7, the Forge. Last sip isn't cold coffee, it's lukewarm water. Oh, baby. Okay. The Dwarves suspended the construction of the... yeah. Don't have cookable food or fish, but I've got like 450 drinks and 370 food for 19 pop. I think we're doing okay. What I am surprised by, however, is the moody Geshud has not changed her thoughts at all, despite being satisfied and blissful. But, she's... wants to be extravagant, and she wants to pray to the same god over and over and over again, which I don't have sub-temples. I only have this one basic temple, this generic to everybody temple, and I guess she's just pissing and moaning about, oh, it's not the kind of temple I want. It's funny. Okay, this will sound very misogynistic, so I apologize. She's the only wife in our entire fortress, right? I only have one couple. Well, other people have spouses, but they're not here, or lovers. She's the only one that is actually physically coupled up, and she's the only one pissing and moaning about anything. Makes me sound like a really horrible husband, but, I mean, it's true. She's the only wife. And she's the only one that causing me strife. Yep, I know how it sounds. I'm just spitting facts here, though. So yeah. I think, friends, this is where I'm gonna leave off. Sorry to say for all you raiders, but I'm gonna leave off and I'll update the priority here. Build the Forge, so that if I pick this up next week, which is largely up to you guys, I'll know what I'm working on. Working on the Metallurgy Forge. Thank you for tuning in to Dwarf Fortress, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rodamont.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow dwarves.